Hey everybody, I'm Ben Chelsea, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to the channel, all you gotta do, turn that bell on, so you're subscribed to the channel. But being subscribed only means that you're subscribed. In order to get notifications, you must turn that bell on with the vibrating symbol, so all of you will be notified when I drop a video on this channel. I'm just gonna get straight into it. Yesterday was an absolute disgrace. Disgrace. How dare you, Pochettino, bench our best two center backs, Thiago Silva and Trevor Chalobah, in our biggest game of the season, and you start Batty Chile and Axel Disassi, who have been horrible all season. Petrovic is the only one that can have his head held up high last night. If it wasn't for Petrovic, it would have been 12-0 to Arsenal. The fact that Pochettino is still in a job is a disgrace to the name of Chelsea Football Club. Poch came out the day before the game yesterday saying we got to show that we're not Cole Palmer FC and that we are Chelsea Football Club. If we didn't panic by Cole Palmer on deadline day, we're 18th, tied with Nottingham Forest in the relegation zone. We would be 18th, tied for 17th, without Cole Palmer. When that lineup came out yesterday at 2 o'clock USA time Central, I said this is going to be 6-0. And how did I know that was going to happen? Right before, I was close to being a 6-0. But when I saw that lineup come out, I knew we were fucked. Because that was a disgrace. How does the ownership spend $1 billion and we're stuck with this? With only one good player carrying this team on his back, and we are shit. When I started supporting this club at 2012, when I was 9 years old, I saw players like Drogba, Ramirez, Peter Cech, Fernando Torres, John Terry, Ashley Cole, those type of players. Now I got to see Nodi Madueke, Nicholas Jackson, Conor Gallagher, Axel Disassi, Ben Chilwell, these type of players wearing this badge, doing absolutely nothing, week in, week out. The fact that Pochettino is still in a job after a 5-0 defeat at the Emirates is a disgrace on the name of Chelsea Football Club. It's a disgrace on the name of Chelsea Football Club. Just 2 years ago, we won the Club World Cup, champions of the world, completing the set. On that day, when the day Roman sold the club, I knew we were fucked. But when that Saudi bid came in by the Saudi consortium, I said we're gonna stay on top of Saudis. Then the Saudi didn't make the final cut, and it was the Ricketts, Bowley, I think the other one. Because American owners in Europe go down a route of buy a bunch of kids, hope it goes well. Because what they do in the MLB, buy a bunch of prospects and hope they do well. Example, the Reds. They have great players, but they won't do anything. The Dodgers are basically Liverpool of the MLB. It's been like one World Series in 30 years. That World Series was in the COVID year. I'm up to here with what happened yesterday. But I've been Poch out since September when we tied the Bournemouth 1-0. When Poch said we were protecting a point to once win this Bournemouth. Our next 2 games is Villa away and Tottenham at home. We better pray Cole Palmer is healthy for Saturday. If not, do I blame if he's gonna play next rest of the season? I don't blame Cole Palmer if he just sits out the rest of the season. I don't blame him. I really don't. It's nothing to play for, and Cole Palmer is gonna be sold basically in the next couple of years too, because these owners are all about profit. They're here for profit. We spent $100 million on Enzo and another $100 million on Caicedo, and we're doing this. Enzo has played with a hernia and still plays. Even though he's not performing well, he still plays. Second, Enzo, because this summer is the Copa America and the Euros. The fact that Enzo is still playing with a hernia is worrying. That because he's probably gonna play the rest of the season, but it will keep him out of Copa America and he'll miss the preseason. But how does Jackson? People tell me he's still young. He's gonna get better. Dude missed a wide open net, basically 1 yard out. He went for the hardest angle far near post when he could have gone far post and binned it. When he could get the whole far post wide open. Instead, he puts it 7 yards wide. In the first half, I think it was Madueke who crossed it in. All Diego Jackson had to do was head it in. He handballed it with his arm. Did you hear Drogba came out the day before or the morning of the game saying, giving Jackson some support with the pictures of Jackson, and he performed like that. Anyone that called him Baby Drogba, when we first got him, because in preseason Jackson looked good and people called him Baby Drogba, have some shame. Drogba is one of the best strikers to play for the football club. It has been 7 years now that we have not replaced Diego Costa. It's been 7 years. And you can blame the injuries. Yes, there's injuries. But you can look at the record of Pochettino injuries at PSG, Tottenham, and now here. Because when Harry Kane when Pochettino was at Tottenham, Harry Kane kept getting injured, possibly every time he came back in the 2019 season. He kept getting injured. And he's been pretty fit for the past 4 years now. He just scored 40 goals in the Bundesliga this season. 40 goals. 40 goals in the Bundesliga. And we're stuck with Nico Jackson. Pochettino bottled a league title at PSG in his first season against Lille. He played Messi at DM. How do you bottle a league title with PSG in the French league? That's basically impressive. How you bottle a league title with PSG and basically a non-competitive league for the titles. There was a 3-month search in the offseason, and we chose Mauricio Pochettino. This is our worst London defeat since 1986 when we lost 5-0 to QPR. In 2019 against Man City, we lost 6-0 to Man City. But at least we won a Europa League at the end of that season. This season, we're going to win nothing, which is back-to-back seasons with no trophies and no Europe. But I'm supposed to say, trust the process. What's the process I'm supposed to trust? What is the flipping process I'm supposed to trust? We would be fighting relegation if we did not panic by Cole Palmer on deadline day. We would be 18th with 26 points if we did not panic by Cole Palmer on deadline day. But it's the process I'm supposed to trust. Here's what I would love the Wings fans to do on Saturday. On Saturday as well, 3 hours before the men's game against Villa at Villa Park, our women's team plays in a Champions League semifinal against Barcelona. And last week, Chelsea women beat Barcelona 1-0 at the new camp. And they'll have a 1-0 aggregate lead at Stamford Bridge this Saturday. And all they need is a 0-0, at least a 0-0 draw to go to the Champions League final. While our women's team is playing for a Champions League final, our men's team is staying. It's just mid-table. Our women's team could also win the Women's Premier League. And how come the owners hired Sonia Bompastor, who's the manager of Lyon, who's won every trophy in France and Champions League twice? But we hired one of the best managers in Europe of women's football to replace Emma Hayes, getting all the best talent for the women's team. I mean, every time we get experienced talent. While our men's team of the owners is hiring managers like Graham Potter, Frank Lampard, and Mauricio Pochettino, and buying under 23 players. I'm not for word. I do not recognize my club. I don't. So that's gonna be the end of the video. I'm Bentex Chelsea. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back possibly Saturday after hopefully our women's team makes the Champions League final, and when our men's team gets embarrassed again. So thanks for watching. I'm Bentex Chelsea, and I'll see you in the next video. Up the Chelsea.